Hey guys, I'm Kame Savage and today we'll be playing Hotel Renovator. I wanted to see if I could play this game any better than House Flipper. I saw a little bit of
It looks like
footage
we
of
have
it
an uninvited guest.
and to
Let's
see
show
if
her
I
who's
wanted to buy
boss
it,
here.
and it looks
Catch
pretty
her.
fun. Oh, we have a chicken. I always wanted a chicken. I wanted to name it Helen. Come here, chicken. Chick, chick, chicky, chick. There you are. Come here. Hold still. Just... Will you stop running away from me? Accept my love. Come on. You can do it. Come here. Come on, Helen. Just hold still. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's so fast. And again, most chickens are. Come on.
I didn't think you'd be able to do it, to be honest. Now we have to get rid of her. Throw her out the window in the hallway.
Yay,
You like
I
the
caught
big
it.
City.
No, I want to
The
keep
hotel
it.
is in disrepair. We need to put a lot of work into it. And yet, we already
Bye,
have guests
Helen.
waiting to stay here. So let's get the first room ready.
Are they stupid if they're gonna stay here? Have they seen the place? Alright, that's room 103. Here's room 101.
Wow, look at all
Oh,
this
look how
stuff.
messy it is.
Let's start by earning some money on this old painting.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do, is pick up trash from a hotel room. I guess since we're renovating, we'll have to do it. I wonder if the skills, if you get like on House Flipper, if you can delete multiple things at once eventually. Where's the painting? There it is. Alright, let's sell that. So I am playing on a controller. I'm trying to learn
Don't hold yourself back.
the buttons. So bear with me, because while doing the voiceover, I don't really remember what controls are. I think it says hold the left trigger to select remove tool, press the right trigger to hit, hold, and the stronger hit. I think that's are the buttons. I could be wrong. Why are there so many beds? Usually there's just like one or two beds in a hotel room. There's so much trash. I would die if I owned a hotel and it looked like this. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be like, let's just close it down, burn it, and we'll start over. We can just build from the bottom up. Get the little teapot. There we go. See, I do like on some stuff it does let you do multiple things, like those boxes. That was nice. So I didn't have to sit there and go through every single box. I keep hitting the floor. Oh, the bathroom's not any better. At one time this was a pretty bathroom. The tiles are kind of cute. Maybe if they were a different color. And I love that you can just hold the crowbar and pick a bigger space to delete all the walls and the floors and stuff. I wish you could do that with the items. Hopefully eventually they'll have like a skill point or something that you can do that with. But I've only played like the first level of the game, so I don't know. I think I'm on room 103 now in the game. After I finished this, I started working on the entryway of the hotel, the lobby. That's the word. And so I removed all the trash and the walls and the floors and all that stuff and kind of gutted it. To prepare for another episode. Plus it was bothering me. I didn't like how it looked. I think there's a restaurant down there too that you need to do that, but I didn't start on that yet. I don't know when I'm gonna decorate the lobby. I don't know if I'm gonna do the next video in room 103 or the lobby, or if you guys have a preference, just let me know and I will do the next video and whatever you say. One thing that is kind of hard with using the crowbar, when you're dealing with windows, the edges of the window, and you try and remove the paint or the tiles or whatever you're doing, you can only do one at a time. It would be really nice if you could just do it as a group. I mean, one side at a time, not one tile or whatever at a time. See what I mean? It would be nice if you could just hold the crowbar and then it pick all three sides, that you could do it once. And I couldn't figure out what that was. I didn't know if it was like a glitch or just how the room was made, but it looked like there was an edge and it to the ceiling and it just went up. I was having trouble picking the mop with my controller.
Perfect! Now it's time for a new floor and walls. Choose something modern and tasteful.
Oh, it's all empty. Okay, let's see. Choose a tool and use right button to select coverage style. You can switch between the color and the color palettes by pressing the down button and hold the right trigger to start covering. If you're using a controller, the toolbar is a little hard to use. So I would recommend, if you can figure out how to use it on the controller, go for it. But what I had to do in the beginning was switch between the controller and the keyboard to get used to it. I eventually just stick with the controller and try and deal with it. So here I'm trying to figure out what kind of carpet I want to use. Trying to figure out the controls and remember what the lady said. I suck at remembering things. I think that's the carpet I end up going with. I wasn't sure what color I wanted, so I was going through all the different colors, but they were so, like, a lot of them were really bright and kind of off the wall colors, especially for a hotel room. I'm used to, like, in my builds using white carpet, beige, gray. Sometimes when I do bathrooms in The Sims, I use dark tile or something to make it a black and white theme in the bathroom. That seems to be my favorite. But they didn't really have, that I noticed, they didn't have beige, so I go with the grayish white carpet. I'll have to look again when I play the game next time to see if they have beige. Maybe it would be nice to have a carpet other than white. So this process, it's kind of complicated, at least for me, because some ways it's easier than what House Flipper does, and then other ways it's not. Like with the grouping of the items when you delete them, I'd like to group the tiles so you can put down walls or carpet or the ceiling. It'd be really nice if you could just hold down the right trigger button or whatever the key is on the keyboard and just fill in the majority of the floor. It'd be less time consuming, but I don't know. Maybe they did it because it wouldn't be much gameplay if you took it out. See, now I was looking for wood floors because I was going to cut off the carpet right where that little wall is, and I was gonna, right there, I was gonna use wood floors for the hallway, but I hadn't unlocked wood floors yet, so I end up using the carpet for the whole room. I'm hoping, since we finished this first room and we got 1 star, that we'll unlock the wood floors for room 103 and the lobby. That'd be really nice. I don't like using just carpet in a lot of my builds. I like to kind of use variety of stuff. I forgot to take off the floor. Alright, moving on to the bathroom flooring. I end up just going with this style, the regular tile. See, this one had kind of beige colors in the palette, but I didn't go with it. I ended up going with white, I think. Seems to be the theme of this room, is there's a lot of white. So what building do you prefer? Sims 4, builds, house flipper, hotel renovation. I'm trying to think of what other games you can build. I think those are the main building games that you can do. I'm sure there's games with that mechanic in it, but I can't think of any right now besides Skyrim, but you don't really get to build the houses. I mean, you do, but you don't get to have as many choices as you do like with The Sims 4 or this game. You just get the normal Skyrim furniture. So I messed up and I was trying to fix, because I was going to go with the dark flooring and I ended up going with the grayish white flooring. I was going to do the black and white theme again. Here I'm trying to find the tiles. And I go with, I use a blue and dark blue tile. I think it was that one. And it turns out really nice. I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but I really liked the end result. I thought the blue made a really good accent wall, so I stuck with it. I thought it turned out really pretty. Choices, choices, choices. Here we go. It reminded me of this pattern that, like, I used to see a lot when I was little. Where I grew up, it was actually a Mennonite community that I grew up in, and the women, they used to make quilts and stuff, and it reminded me of those. I thought it was pretty. So I'm going with the white tile. I couldn't really find any other color that I liked that went with the blue. Just a lot of white tile. So I was thinking when I was playing the game, what could have made the hotel such a messy place and such disrepair? And I was thinking maybe like it was abandoned, or there were people staying in the hotel that shouldn't when it was abandoned, and they kind of trashed the place over time. And I don't know, I was just wondering what happened to the hotel that ended up making it abandoned for that short amount of time. I want to know what happened to the grandpa. I'm hoping later on in the storyline they tell you what happens. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to guess and create little scenarios in our heads. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to use paint or tiles for the ceiling. I start laying down tiles, but where I painted, I don't think I can put the tile where I painted. So I decided to go back to painting the ceiling. Thankfully, I saw that you could change the tool, so it wasn't always in that circle airbrush tool. That would have taken forever. But I went with pearl light gray for the ceiling. I was hoping it was a little bit darker than the rest of the room. And it is a little bit darker, but not as dark as I had hoped. But it turns out pretty good. So this is how the bathroom looks after I finished laying down the tiles and the mosaic thing on the wall. Now it's time to do the rest of the hotel room. So here I'm starting to pick a wallpaper graphic, and I was wanting to either use, I think it was like a dandelion wallpaper, or the rose one, or there was the forest, and then this brown one that I was looking at. I ended up going with the brown one. It kind of, I don't know, it just reminded me of like a goldish brown color. I thought it would go good with the room. But later on I tried to change it to the roses, but I can't figure out how to get rid of the wallpaper. So I end up just sticking with this, because after a while of trying to use the crowbar, I just give up and decide to stick with the wallpaper. Here I messed up with the paint. I was like thinking about painting the wall instead, and I end up messing up, and it took me a little bit to figure out how to get rid of the paint. So now I'm picking out a color for the accent wall. I end up going with a grayish green color. I thought it went really well with the brown, and I do use it on the wall next to the brown wallpapered wall, and then I use it on the wall across from this one. And it turns out pretty good. It all eventually flows together. See what I mean? If you could just hold down the right trigger button and do a large grouping of the wall and just paint it, it'd be a lot quicker. One thing I did notice about this game was, as you can see when I move my character's arm, there's an outline of the arm and the pencil. At least on the floor there is. I don't think you really see it on the walls, but it also happens when I move the furniture around or try and delete the furniture. You still see an outline after the furniture's gone. So I don't know if that's a bug or what, but it kind of, at first it was a little bit annoying, but I got used to it. There I am, again having trouble picking what I want in the toolbar. Now I start going back and like rethinking my choice of wallpaper. I end up thinking that the rose wallpaper would look better, but since I already went with green, it kind of goes pretty good with the brown, so I just left it. Now I paint the other walls white. That's another thing that I wish you could do when you're painting. You can't go like to that little wall as the group painting thing. You have to do it separately. Here I am just painting the windows. Just whistle while you work. Da, 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 da. It's not very exciting. So do you guys, do a lot of you play Hotel Renovator or House Flipper or Sims? Do you like to build, or especially with the Sims, do the gameplay or what? I think in this game you have like a sandbox mode that you can use whatever to decorate, but I went with the story mode. I thought that would make a better video instead of the sandbox for right now. We might go back later on and do the sandbox, but like I said, for right now I just kind of wanted to do the story mode and get it on video, because I have not watched very much gameplay of this, so the only thing I watched was the beginning on one channel, and it was with the chicken. So that's the only thing I knew about this game, besides being able to decorate room 101. I didn't know anything else. I kind of wanted to keep it a surprise, but I wanted to make sure I wanted to get this game. I didn't want to waste money, so I watched a little bit of gameplay before buying it. But yeah, here is the other accent wall. I thought it ended up being really pretty with the white and the brown and the green. All done with the walls. Now we just need to do the ceiling. I don't know why they didn't make it a task to do the ceiling, because you go from doing the walls and the floors to adding furniture. I would think that you would want to add the task of doing the ceiling. Painting the ceiling actually went a lot faster than doing the walls and the floors. I was just able to go back and forth and it went pretty fast. But see what I mean? Over by the windows there's that edge. I tried to remove the paint and stuff from there so I could redo the paint in what color I wanted, but you can't demolish it because there's a little corner there on each side of the room, and you can look up and there's like a brown wallpaper or something, and I didn't want that on there, but I couldn't change it. Alright, now it's time to pick out furniture. So one thing I noticed was there isn't that much variety when you first start the game. It's probably because it's the first level, but I wish there was a little bit more variety of choices that you can make for the furniture. I think it would help a lot, because I think there was only like 4 or 5 beds you could choose from. It's kind of the same with the tables and the same with the rest of the furniture. And that was a little bit annoying. I don't know if you noticed, I was trying to put the dresser or the table, whatever that is, in front of the window, but it was like a little bit away from the window. It wasn't right up against the wall. I wish you could have it against the wall, because you could do so much with that. You could add plants, you could add a light or sculpture or something if you get that later on. But you can't put anything in front of the window, so. Now I'm trying to figure out how to move a couch. I wasn't reading the instructions at the bottom, so I ended up keep buying a couch. But there's the outline again, like with the furniture, the same with the arm. Here's a little chair. I thought it would be nice over here in this little nook. Thought maybe they could sit and read or wait in line to go to the bathroom. There seems to, when I stay at a hotel with my family, there seems to always be a line to the bathroom when you first get there. And here I was trying to pick out the shades. I wanted to go with the one in the middle, but I didn't like how the window was so open, so I decided to go with the side ones. I thought it would be like you'd be able to layer, but you can't, so you can only put one side curtain on. If they add layering, it would be really nice. You could do so much more with the layering. Now I'm just picking out chairs to go with the table. I'd like it if eventually, I'm hoping eventually in the game, you can choose like the wood color, like for the legs of the chair. It was black. I wanted it to be to match the furniture, but it didn't. So now we're moving on to the bathroom. I do have a little bit of trouble with the bathroom when I choose the tables or the cabinets, whatever, or the cupboards. I try to make it so the sink is sitting on top of the table, but it ends up looking really weird, especially with the one that I use. So I end up just deleting the tables and putting it on either side of the sink. I thought it was a cute little table too, but it wasn't high enough, so I think that's what made it look so weird. But the sad thing is, even though it's a cute table, it didn't go with the room. I couldn't find a table that would go with the room. It just, the wood didn't seem to go with the room. I would have loved it if I could have white painted tables. I thought that would look better, or like a gray color, but they didn't have anything like that. So now I'm trying to figure out how to move the tables. I end up just deleting it and buying a new one. I think it's turned out pretty good, at least with the options that I have. I'm not the best decorator, but I was really proud of this, especially with the little amount that you had to choose from. I thought a flower would be pretty there. So now I'm going to add some lights, a few plants, a little plant on the table, some pictures. I thought the black and white went really good. I add the white and black one here. Here's an alarm clock I found. I eventually add a light to the nightstand. There's some incense and a book. I was trying to put the book on the second shelf, the lower one, but it wouldn't stay, so I eventually just put it on top. Add a book to the table. Now I'm trying to pick out the perfect light for the bedside table. There we go. We're done. Here's before and after. Takes a minute to load, sorry. I thought it turned out pretty good. I was really proud of it. So, I think that's it for this video. If you guys liked what you see, leave a like. Any tips and tricks, leave a comment and hit subscribe. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and take care. Bye!